Good morning, everybody. Good to see you here. It is Wednesday morning, and I think we're what, the 15th of September? Yeah, that's what my screen says. 15th of September. This is day 3 of 6 days that I'm training you guys on how to start, run, and grow a profitable, yes, profitable YouTube channel. Do me a favor, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Hit that big red button down there, turn it gray, turn on all bell notifications so you're notified each and every time I go live. I really appreciate your comments, your suggestions, your questions, any interaction that you can put in that chat box. That helps this video tremendously. So even if you just want to say good morning or hello or whatever, you can put that in there. I'm going to go through a lot of steps today, and it's going to be a lot of information. You know, if you've got some paper off to the side, if you like to take notes, maybe you want to put notes in your phone, something along those lines. My throat is not clear yet. Sorry about that. Please do so. I would love to see that. This thing called YouTube that we're talking about all this week is really pretty amazing. And I want to wake people up so much to YouTube. I have a friend who worked for me, gosh, I want to say 11 or 12 years ago in a previous industry. And I see him still in that industry. And he is at one of the lowest rungs of that industry right now. And he was in upper management. And I saw him post the other day and I said, hey, congratulations. You know, I want to make you feel good about your new position. And I personally know that it's not a good position. I personally know that he's not made enough money. I personally know that he's got a lot of talent and skill. And if he had a YouTube channel, he'd do really well. And when I congratulated him, he says, please tell me how to make money. That was his reply. And I said, well, you know, send me a message and I will. But I mean, I'm telling all you guys right now who are listening to me, YouTube will make you money, guys. It's like, I know at some point you're going to have to pay to have a channel on YouTube. Right now it's free. It doesn't cost you anything. It's absolutely free. And since it is absolutely free and you can make these videos, I got to ask people, why wouldn't you do this? Why wouldn't you have a YouTube channel? Why wouldn't you take advantage of something that has never existed in our industry before? It never has. There's never been a spot where somebody could take a camera and do a video of themselves and it go around the world to billions of people. I mean, think about this. Think about the power that you guys have. You know, if nothing else, I want to convince you that you need a YouTube channel. You know, so many people out there are going to listen to this and do absolutely nothing. I know that's going to happen, but some of you are going to listen to me. Some of you are going to actually start a YouTube channel and you're going to see the benefits of it. You know, every day I collect money off YouTube, every single day. And it's like, how many videos would you do if you were guaranteed that every video you did made $1,000? How many videos a day would you do? Right? And you know, there are YouTubers like that. There are YouTubers that every time they do a video, they make at least $10,000 on that video, or maybe $50,000 or $100,000. Yeah, that actually happens. People make that kind of money off a single video. So the hump that you've got to get over is realizing in the beginning, you're going to make a video and make nothing. But as you make these videos, they're going to build up. And as they build up, you're going to make more and more money. Paul says he's taking some notes there. I appreciate that. And the rest of you guys that are on here too, you know, put some comments in there. Say something. I can promise you, those of you who participate, those of you who are active instead of just sitting back and watching, will absolutely be more successful than those of you who are just watching. I'm trying to clear my screen here. I got all kinds of stuff popping up. And that's the way this stuff works, right? Okay, so we got all that cleared. We got our network set up. And then I want to jump into the actual content of what we're talking about today. And I've been going through a lot of the steps. If you haven't seen all the steps so far, you'll want to go back to Monday. This is Wednesday, and Monday I try to explain to you why, you know, YouTube is so useful. And then yesterday I got into a little bit more of the meat of it. Today I'm going to get into a little bit more of the meat. And step 4 today really is equipment. What equipment do you need for a YouTube channel? You know, once you have your content ready, once you have your channel planned out, it's really time to plan your equipment. Now, let's see, it's a shame to see talent wasted. Oh, Paul, they say that the best books never written are in every cemetery in the world. You know, people have ideas their entire life about stuff they want to do, and they never do anything. They never do anything. And it's such a shame because we live such a short life And I know as I get older, mine gets shorter, but I want to contribute. I want to have something left where, you know, my relatives and my kids can say, hey, he did something. He actually worked. He actually did something. It says people need to take massive amounts of inspired prioritization action. Wow, that's a mouthful. Yes, they do. They do need to do that. So let's talk about equipment. A lot of you may think, well, to have a successful YouTube channel, I got to have the best camera, or I got to have the best lighting, or I got to have the best looking desk, or whatever it is. I can tell you, I started my YouTube channel standing up with a green screen behind me. And I didn't even have a green screen in the beginning. And in the green screen, I would put some type of fake background. It looked really cheesy. Don't look at it. It's some of my first videos on this channel. But that's how I started, you know, and I started with, you know, a cheap camera. Now I have not really an expensive camera right now. I'm filming this on a Logitech, which is, I don't know, 79, 89 bucks. It's not a lot of money. I have a nice laptop, but any laptop will do. And you don't have to go live like what I'm doing right now. You could just record videos and upload them. It doesn't take a lot. So that's all you really need is something to record with. You need something to record audio. That could be your phone. If you're within 2 or 3 feet of your phone is fine for audio. Now, if you get further away than 2 or 3 feet, phone microphones don't work that well because they pick up all the ambient sound around you. So it's kind of muffled. It doesn't sound as good. So maybe you want to have a little clip-on mic with a wire going to your phone. And, you know, those are $29. You know, this is not a big investment that you got to put into this. And then you got to have something to edit the video with. Most software can be found for free. I know Apple has their, I think it's iMovie on Apple, and then it's Movie Maker, I think, on Windows. It's absolutely free. It doesn't cost you anything. So all these things you already have at your fingertips, and some of you are searching. You're trying to find, well, I got to find the best equipment and the best lighting and the best place to record. Just get started. Just get started, okay? Now, if you have a newer iPhone or if you have a newer smartphone, all the things I mentioned are probably already in your phone. There are apps that you can get for your phone that you can edit your videos on. You don't even need to have any of the other stuff I told you about. You know, you've got what you need right now. You know, you're searching and you're going, oh, I can't wait till we get to this area here. Now, I'm going to go over some more equipment and the things that you could have. But most of the stuff, you know, you already have. So camera, let's talk about camera first. I like DSLR cameras to record my videos. I use a mirrorless one. I didn't have a mirrorless one for years. And then my wife bought one for her channel and we kind of share that camera. And that's an expensive camera. It's like $500-600, but it looks good. You know, if you're going to use a DSLR camera, you probably want to have some kind of microphone. I use a Sennheiser wireless microphone. You're going to find links to all this in the description when this video is published. It won't be there now because I'm live, but when it's published, you'll find that there. Let's see here. Paul's got some comments. My man, Paul, he participates. He says, I hate that every day I see people that look like zombies in the workplace because they take no action. Man, is that true? You know, you go into any coffee shop, any Starbucks, and you see people rushing in and rushing out and standing in line, looking at their watch because they're so limited on time. Now, I have a schedule and I like to stick to my schedule. But you know what? If something interrupts it, my world does not come to an end. I don't lose my job. None of that stuff happens. Yesterday, I had to go to the DMV in Texas. And I don't want to get off track a little bit. But, you know, my wife says, hey, you go in there, you don't really need an appointment. You'll be in and out in about 10-15 minutes. And I had to wait 45 minutes. But that didn't ruin my day. It didn't. And I saw people come in that waited for a while and then they had to get up and leave because they had to get back to work. It didn't ruin my day. I just adjusted my day to fit that extension of time that I had to spend at the DMV. And they're great here in Texas, by the way. They're actually nice to you, which is crazy. Like Churchill said, never, never, never give up. That's right. Never give up. And I think if you go through YouTube and you look at channels, you will find the largest assortment of people giving up that you've ever seen in your life. You'll find people with 50 subscribers who haven't done a video in years. You'll find somebody with 100 or 200 subscribers, haven't done a video in months or weeks. There's so many examples of it because when people go on YouTube, and I don't want you to get this impression, but they go on YouTube and they think, yeah, if I go on YouTube and I make, 10 videos, I'm going to blow up and I'll make a ton of money. You're not. It's going to take a lot of videos. How many videos? I don't know. I would say at least 6 months at 2 or 3 a week. to really see any traction whatsoever. And then to get monetized, where ads can pay you, and ads will run on your videos anyhow. It used to be ads wouldn't run on there unless you allowed them. Now YouTube just puts them on there. So you might as well get paid. But you're gonna need 4,000 hours of watch time in the previous 12 months. Plus you'll need 1,000 subscribers. And it's hard to get to that point. It really is hard to get there, but you will get there if you just continue making videos. And then the last thing I'll tell you is lighting. My lighting today is okay. Right now outside, it is really overcast. It's kind of windy. It looks like it may rain outside, but I've got a bunch of lights around me that are lighting me up. So it makes it look kind of bright here in my office, which is nice. And you can get those. I mean, they're not expensive. You can get a bunch of lights for, a couple $100 if you want to do that. You don't have to. You could just stand in front of a well-lit window if you want to do that. So then you have to set up your YouTube account and set up your channel. Okay. Once you've planned, and this is step number 5, by the way, once you've planned a successful YouTube channel, it's time to actually start your channel by creating a YouTube account. Okay. Now you are going to need a Gmail account to do this. Everybody does need one of these. So you've got to make sure you get one. Let me get a sip here real quick. Let's see here. What did Paul say? Do you use a plug-in microphone for your phone? I do not. If I'm filming on my iPhone, I may use a selfie stick, and that would be about it. I know that the microphone on my iPhone is pretty good. I have an iPhone 11. I don't know what version's out now. I try to get them every couple of years, but my iPhone 11 does a pretty good job, so I don't use a microphone. If I'm going to need a microphone, it's because the camera is more than 3 feet away from me. If it's more than 3 feet away from me, I'm going to need a microphone. And I would say that's a good rule of thumb for any of you guys. So as far as setting up your channel, I have videos on my channel. I don't want to get into the details of setting up your channel here because that's not what this training is about. That's technical stuff, and we're not really doing technical stuff here. So you do want to check out one of my videos on how to set up your channel. Pretty simple to do. You're going to need a Gmail account. Number 6, how to create videos on YouTube. Okay, this is where we're kind of getting into the meat of this stuff right here. Last time DMV had a guy had a pizza delivered while waiting. Yeah, I guess you could do that. That wouldn't have been a bad idea. I actually had Indian food yesterday. Amazing. Tarka. Look up Tarka in Round Rock, Texas. Tarka. Oh my gosh, it's almost like a fast food Indian joint, but it was really good. So you've planned, you've researched, you've created your account, you've done all that stuff. Now it's time to be seen and create great videos. And I mean great videos. Don't put junk out there. Don't do a video without any planning, without any research, without doing any setup. I mean, a lot of people go, well, I'm just going to try to record on my phone and see how it works out. If it works out on my phone, then I'll start working harder on it. No, work hard on it first. Try to make it look good first, okay? The last step to starting a successful YouTube channel is really creating, editing, and uploading videos. And that's where the real work comes in, guys. This is real work, okay? This isn't some little hobby off to the side. Creators who are successful on YouTube put a lot of time and effort into it, and you will need to too. If you don't want to put in the effort, if you don't want to put in the time, don't start. But realize you're missing out on a wave of money, a huge wave of money. So I would say, you should do it. When it comes to being on camera, it can be a little scary at first, putting yourself out there. What are you going to look like? Are somebody going to make fun of you? They're going to say something? Probably they will. So what? Who cares? I don't care, because I appreciate every day I wake up. Just to motivate you a little bit, one of my favorite comedians of all time was Norm Macdonald. I saw Norm Macdonald along with, oh gosh, I can't think of the name of the comedian. My wife bought me tickets one year, and he was amazing. He was an amazing guy, and he passed away, I think yesterday or the day before. And he'd been battling cancer for almost a decade. They said 9 years, and nobody knew. His friends didn't know, his family didn't know, his audience didn't know. Nobody knew that he had cancer. And he just kept going out there working every day. Guys, if you don't have cancer and you're not battling cancer today, you have a step up above everybody else. But why are you not using your God-given time every day? I mean, Norm was actually my age. He was a month younger than me. What a funny guy. What a cool guy. Probably one of the best weekend update guys ever on SNL. And he got fired because the executives there didn't like him on SNL. They thought he was no good. And I'm like, my God, that's the best one you've ever had. So opinions don't matter. when you put your video out there, you're going to have people who are going to have opinions about you. It doesn't matter what they think. You know, you can have a whole lot of people not like you, but you're still going to have some people that do. You're always going to have some people that like you, no matter who you are. I mean, Charles Manson in prison got a wife in her 20s. There's always somebody that's going to like you, no matter how, you know, bad or good you are. You can gain an audience, you know, so that tells you something right there. Most people give up after 50 videos, probably short of making it lightning. Definitely has come down in price. I'm sorry, short of making it lighting. Definitely has come down in price, especially LED type. Yeah, and I think these are the LED type. They got like hundreds of little dots on them. I guess that's what they are. These are newer NEWERR lights, I think they're called. And I do have a link for those in the description if you want to check out some of the lights I use. Let me get another sip here and remember this. And I want to give you a few steps that will help you. The Queen is Within is here. Great to have you here. The Queen is Within. Hey, you didn't friend me on Facebook. I haven't found you. Don't forget to friend me on Facebook. I do want to see you. Okay, so think about this. When it comes to being more natural on camera, here's a few tips for you that may help you out, okay? Imagine that you're talking to a single person. Right now, I'm talking to the Queen is Within. Right now, I'm talking to Paul. Right now, I'm talking to James. I'm talking to an individual person, and that's how you got to do it. You don't want to think of an audience as hundreds or thousands of people, because quite honestly, in the beginning, you're not going to have hundreds or thousands of people. But you want to think about one-on-one. You know, it makes it more comfortable if you're talking to somebody one-on-one, and that's what I think. You know, I always think I'm talking to a person, because I really essentially am. You know, there may be more than one person out there, but I'm essentially talking to one person at a time. That's it. You also should have, and I do this myself, have like a bullet list of everything you want to talk about. Get organized. Don't just turn on the camera and hope that great ideas will come to you. It might, and some people might be able to do that. I think Gary Vee is probably very good at doing that. But you know, he spent years. He said he made videos for 2 years before anybody even noticed him. For 2 years, he made videos. How many of you guys are going to devote 2 years of your life and not really get much results back? Not too many of you, but those of you who do are going to be tremendously successful, because it will come. It just does. If you just make enough videos, you're going to get an audience. You will. Do you ever repurpose your videos? Thoughts on multi-part videos? Norm was the goods. Yes. Loved his material. Yes, I did too. Repurpose my videos. Yes, I do. I repurpose them. Sometimes I'll put them on sales pages. Sometimes I'll download them and make them into other training modules and edit them. And yeah, you can do that. And I have a lot of content, because you got to figure it. Right now I'm going live 6 days a week. So I've got 6 times 30. That's 180 minutes worth of time, which is what, 3 hours a week. So I've got 3 hours a week of video. A lot of people don't put 10 minutes a week into it. So I've got that, plus every 2 weeks, I'll record about 12 recorded videos. I have those edited and uploaded. So Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I have those videos that go up. And yeah, those do get repurposed. Matter of fact, I've got so much footage now of other stuff that I haven't put anywhere. I have some training that I did for VeraHeal. And Paul, you know the guy at VeraHeal. That was Sam Adujungi. I can't remember his last name, but he was from Africa, and he had a really weird last name. And actually, he's from the US, but his dad was from Africa. And I helped them out, and they 4 times their sales after I helped them out. I think they went from like 100,000 to 400,000 a month. And I trained their whole company, brought them into my office, recorded all this video, and that was 4 years ago, 3 years ago, and I haven't used that video yet. So there's some great video there, and I was training them like 6-7 hours a day. So I've got probably 12 or 13 hours of training on how to do digital marketing, which I can use from that company, which is great. The next thing I would tell you is practice. The more you do it, the more comfortable you're going to be, the more you're going to be yourself, the more you will lose your fake video voice. And you want to lose your fake video voice as soon as you possibly can. Everybody seems to develop that fake video voice where they're like, okay, I'm doing a video now, and this is how I'm going to talk. You'll lose that if you keep practicing, and you want to lose that. Okay. You want your personality to come out the way you actually are. Generally, I get pretty excited about some dumb stuff, like they're building more houses in our neighborhood now, and I'm so excited watching them do it. I mean, the roofer guys are walking up and down this roof with no ropes or anything. And most of them are from Mexico, and they're amazing. And I'm always calling him my wife. I'm like, check this out. Look at this guy. Look how he's walking up and down the roof. Be excited. That's another thing I will tell you. Be excited when you do your videos. If you're not excited, nobody else will be. If you're mundane and you're boring and you don't have any inflection to your voice, your videos will come across that way. In the beginning, it may be that way. It's okay. You'll get through that. Pretty soon, your personality will pop through. I have seen people put a picture of someone behind the camera for focus. People put somebody behind the camera. Oh, you like have like a picture of somebody there? Yeah, you could do that. I know you guys, so I feel pretty good about talking to you guys. I mean, I know you. Let's see. Actually, I friended you a while back. I didn't use the same username on Facebook. Tell me what your name is on Facebook. The Queen is Within, so I can find you. Matter of fact, if you type it in there right now, I'm going to find you right now on Facebook. And I love friending you guys. I love getting to know you guys. It's really pretty cool. And if you tell me what that name is, The Queen is Within. Adana. Okay, let's see. ADANNA. Okay. And the last name is Constant, C-O-N, Constantine, Donna Constantine. Okay. I don't think there's a picture of you. Is there a picture of you anywhere? Where's your picture at? I see George Jefferson. I see George Jefferson in there, but I don't, dude, there's no picture of you. Is there? No, there's no picture of you. Why not? The Queen is Within. Wait, I see one picture of a whole family, beautiful family. I mean, goodness gracious. Beautiful family from 2012. That's all I see. Adana sounds beautiful. Never heard that. Yeah, I'm sure she is. And is this the one? And if so, Adana, tell me which one in that picture is you. Because I don't know. That looks like a big family picture right there. Tell me which one is you. Put that in the chat box there so I can find you. But she's got some pictures here. She's also got this picture right there. I don't know which one is you. Beautiful pictures though. I don't know who you're getting your pictures from. I need to switch and get my pictures from them. But it could be the subject too. Adana, you just may be a very attractive person. So you could pull that off. My pictures don't come out that good. Just the way it is. But it's okay. I don't care. I mean, hey. I do what I do. I do what I do. Okay, next thing I'm going to tell you guys when you're doing these videos, breathe. Seriously. Say a sentence and then breathe. A lot of people just try to rush through everything. They try to talk 100 miles a minute and people can't even catch up to you. So relax a little bit. It's okay if you have a second of silence. It's okay. Okay. Nobody's going to leave. Nobody's going to get upset if you have a second of silence. Say another sentence and then breathe again. Relax, okay? Progress beats perfection. Every single time. I hear so many people say, well, I'm going to be perfect. I want everything perfect. I want my lighting perfect. I want my hair perfect. I want my clothes perfect. Today I'm going to the gym. I've got my gym shirt on. Yesterday I went to the gym, had my gym shirt on. So I don't always have like a nice business shirt on, which I normally do on my Monday, Wednesday, Friday videos. I try to make that look more business-like. I don't know why. It should be all the same, but I don't know. I change it up some. So definitely, the progress is what you want to go for. The progress is what people are sending me messages. I'm doing this speaker thing called Legends, guys, and it's, let me see if I can pull it up here. League of Legends, I think it is, where I'm speaking, and yes, Legends of the Digital World, and it's going to be September 16th to the 20th. As a matter of fact, I'll show you guys this. So if you want to listen to my training, wait a second. I think I hit the wrong button here. Legends, where is it? Oh, there it is. Oh, I hit the wrong thing. Okay, so Legends. Let me get that real quick so I can show you guys this. Yeah, I want to show this to you because you guys can sign up for this and you can actually watch. Let let me pull it up here. And I'm going to get back to YouTube in just 1 second. 1 second, I swear I am. The Queen is within at Tyann Nelson. Thanks, she says. Driving now in listen mode. Great stuff today. Thank you, Paul. You definitely have honed your craft. Your videos are so much more at ease, and you're natural now. I don't know about being natural. I'm just not trying to do anything anymore. I'm just like, it is what it is. Okay, so let me show you this, guys. If you want to hear me, I am speaking on, I think, the 17th, and I will have a live chat. I'm teaching people how to start an online business. And where is, here we go. Okay. So I'm going to share my screen with you real quick. And then you can see what we're doing. Share screen. Okay, and I want to share the entire screen. Share. Okay, so you should be able to see my screen now. Now I'm going to go over to this Legends page. This is what it looks like. The website is Legends of the Digital World. .jet webinar. Okay, no, just Legends of the Digital World. I think you just have to go to that website there. And then some of the people who are going to be speaking, I'm going to scroll down here and let's see here. Let me find this thing here. I got to refresh it to find me because I know I'm in there. There I am. So I'm teaching a course called A Unique 4-Step System to Successfully Launch Your Online Business in the Next 48 Hours. So that's me there at the bottom. Now you can sign up at Legends of the Digital World, absolutely free, and you can get training from a lot of these different people around the world. This is actually based in Ireland. The guy who runs it is based in Ireland. He's the guy that's running the thing. So if you guys are interested in hearing me speak on the 17th, it's going to be 17th at 6 p.m. Eastern time. So if you want to hear that, and as you see, my picture is going to be moved a little bit to the top here. I don't know why he's putting it in the list of people that actually got approved to speak at this really stupendous event. And you guys can get some freebies. I have some freebies that I'm going to be giving away too. So if you want to attend that, you can get some of my free stuff, which is pretty cool. So let me get back. I'm going to unshare my screen here. You guys have seen that. If you're watching this and it's not live, well, then this could be over with. So let me get off the screen share right there, and check it out, guys. Check it out and come see me. I'd love to see you. So when you get done with your video, you're going to have to edit it. Imperfect action beats no action. Absolutely, absolutely. As a matter of fact, I think the definition of perfectionism is procrastination. Yeah, if you're a perfectionist and everything has to be perfect, then you're a procrastinator, because nothing is ever perfect. It's never been perfect. It will never be perfect. There is no such thing as perfection. It doesn't exist. You can try to do your best, and you can always try to do better, but you will never reach perfection. And if you're using that as an excuse for not starting or not doing something, you're just a procrastinator. Sorry, just going to tell you the truth. Let me get a sip here. How much is the event? It's absolutely free, Tyann. You can sign up. And all these trainings are free from all these speakers from around the world. Like I say, it's based in Ireland. I'm in the US and I'm one of the speakers there. It doesn't cost anything. My training is a $97 training, but you get it absolutely free. So it doesn't cost anything. Let me get my sip there. Next up, editing. Now it's time to edit your video. You want to ensure that you are removing any parts of the video where you're rambling. Saying a bunch of ums. I say a lot. I say and. I say that a lot when I'm recording a video. Now on a live one, I can't do anything about it, obviously. But when I'm doing a recorded video, I try to wipe out all the ands and the uhs. And sometimes it's really close to my words. Like I'll say, and then we're gonna, and then I've got to just find that little thing and clip it out. But I do that a lot. When it comes to the best video editors, I like Camtasia more than anything else. Let me put this in here, Camtasia. Get Camtasia for video editing. Okay, now it's not going to let me speak that. Camtasia by Tech Smith. Okay, so that is one of the best ones. This doesn't mean you got to run out and buy it if you don't have the money. Matter of fact, don't run out and buy it if you don't have the money. Use whatever editing software you have, whether it's, iMovie or whether it's Movie Maker, you know, those come free with the softwares that you're going to be using. But I like Camtasia. It's not cheap. I think it's like $299, something like that. But I love it, and it does a lot for me. I can work in it real easy. I also have Final Cut Pro, and I would recommend that. And I think that's like $299 too. But keep in mind, don't use that as an excuse for not starting. If you say to yourself, well, I don't have $299 to buy video editing software, so I can't put up videos. BS. You can put up videos, you just won't use those softwares yet. And once you do a whole bunch of videos, you make some money, then you can reinvest. That's what I did. I mean, I started my business with $100, guys, $100. And I really didn't even start with $100 because I put it on a credit card. So that's what I started with, is $100, okay? And then I just worked on it and worked on it and worked on it. And now when we sell stuff daily, I mean, a bad day is $10,000. That's a bad day. You know, I mean, we have days we do $100,000. A bad day is 10 grand. To me, that's phenomenal. Now, it's nothing to somebody who's making hundreds of millions of dollars. I know I'm not at the top of the list of people, top earners on the internet or anything like that. However, I can tell you, 10 grand a day to 100 grand a day is not bad. It's not a bad living. And, you know, I live comfortably. I don't worry about bills. I don't have any credit card debt. I don't have any car payments. I don't have anything, you know, so it's nice to wake up every day and just go, nobody's going to be calling me to collect. I did go to the dentist the other day, and I had to get a new dental policy. So they sold me one because I got a crown, and they said, if you buy this policy, you're not going to have to pay but $1,400. If you don't buy this policy, and it was like $100, you're going to have to pay $2,000. So I opted for the pay the $100 and only pay $1,400. And then they sent me a bill the other day, so I got to call them. But the point is, I don't have to worry about it now. Somebody can send me a bill, and I can go, oh, I can afford it. I can afford it. That's nice. I can afford to pay my taxes. That's nice. Which plan by Camtasia do you recommend? They only have one. Camtasia only has one piece of software. It's just called Camtasia, and it's, I think, the 2021 version now. I think we have the 2020 version. I don't know if we have the 2021, but it's one standalone piece of software. You're going to download it on your computer, and it's going to reside on your computer. It's not a monthly plan or level or anything like that. Somebody's yelling, procrastination is the thief of success. Absolutely. Absolutely. Now, once you've edited your video, guys, it's time to publish it. Recently, YouTube has changed the way you upload videos. They've changed the platform often. They're going to keep changing it. You can go into my channel and find some of the explainers on that. But, you know, it changes so much. It's hard for me to keep an update video on there. But if you have any questions, you can send it to me in chat. You can also email me if you want. And once you've uploaded the video, the final steps to optimize the video, you can get more eyeballs on your content. And I've got a checklist on my channel. If you look for video uploads or YouTube video uploads, you'll find a video on that in a checklist. The Queens Within. I'm on the autism spectrum, and I'm concerned about how I can relate to people. How do you tell if people are understanding what you mean and not misread them as something else? How do you engage? Wow, that's a good question. Queen, and you didn't tell me who you were in the picture. Which picture is yours? You got to do that. You got to tell me the Queen is within. I got to know who you are. I want to put a face to your name, so please put that in there. Procrastination, perfection, and excuses are fear disguised. Taking action cures that. Oh, it does, doesn't it? It's like, you know, when I go to the gym, I don't feel like going to the gym, but once I start lifting weights, I don't stop halfway through. You know, I go ahead and complete it because I'm already there. I'm already in it. Getting into doing something will make you feel like doing something. It's the hardest part is just getting started. But the autism spectrum, I will tell you, I call the autism spectrum the genius spectrum. I call it the genius spectrum because what it is, in my opinion, and I have a nephew that is, I guess he's autistic, but he's brilliant. Okay, he's really smart. And his dad, who recently passed away, who was my nephew, he I would think was on the spectrum. However, he was extremely accomplished. He was a singer. He was a painter. He and his team developed the Capital One app on your phone. Robbie Dillon, and you can look him up. He passed away at the age of 38 or 39 because he had a lot of issues going on. But brilliant person. And number one, I wouldn't worry if people connect with you or not, because everybody's different. You know, I don't think I'm on the autism spectrum, but I could be. I don't know. But some people connect with me and some people don't, and that's okay. I don't even worry about it, and you shouldn't worry about it either. You should just do your thing. Elon Musk is on the spectrum. He says he has a form of autism. And if you notice when he talks, he has a lot of quirks. His hands move around, his head moves around a lot. It hasn't hurt him. It hasn't hurt him. As a matter of fact, as a little kid, he got beat up all the time. One time so bad, I think he was 8 or 9 years old. It put him in the hospital. The other kids picked on him and beat him up. But he hasn't done bad since then. Okay. He's one of the top, I guess, smartest people in the world, business mind, helping the group of people in the world just live better lives. He's amazing. Tanya Nelson at Queens Within, can you share your channel or site so we can see how it looks from an outsider perspective? That's a great idea. Queen is Within, can you do that? Those aren't my pictures. I don't put my face online for safety reasons. Oh, okay. Maybe later, but not right now, as I'm not on Facebook much. Okay, that's fine. No big deal. I don't care. Still, you have beautiful pictures there. That's fine. You know, it doesn't matter if you're beautiful either. That's another thing. I think a lot of people get hung up. They go, well, I got to be this really super good looking person to make it online. No, you don't. No, you don't. It's not necessary. You don't have to be super good looking. All you got to do is be you. Gary Vee thinks he's great looking. We all know that Gary Vee's not attractive. Okay, we all know that. He's a little tiny guy and he's got a squished down face, but he thinks he's attractive. Just accept yourself for the way you are and get out there and do something. And I think I'm starting to run over time. I've run over my half hour. I've got so much I want to tell you guys. I really do. I'd like to go for an hour, but I can't do that because this is too long. But I have so much I want to tell you, and I can maybe rush through a little bit more tomorrow, which will be Thursday. I'll be happy to do that. But yeah, that's what I've got for you guys. If you have any questions or comments, you guys have been so great today. Put that in the chat section. Taya Nelson says, me too. Let's see here. Taya Nelson, I don't have one yet. Okay. Perfectionist, procrastinator, guilty as charged. Yeah, but you know what? If you can admit it, if somebody can call you out and you go, you know what? That is me. That is the first step to changing that thing. The first step to changing something is realizing it. You know, when you put up this shield and say, that's not me, I just like stuff perfect, and you don't listen to anybody and you just put up this shield, which I used to do. I used to be that way. I wouldn't listen to anybody. My opinion was the only one that counted. You know, and I was not as successful by doing that. And now I listen to everybody. If there's a 17-year-old that knows something about doing stuff online, I'm listening to them. It doesn't matter what age you are, what sex you are, what country you're from. I've had help from people from India, from Pakistan, from Jamaica, from Haiti, to the United States and Canada, the guy in Ireland that's putting together the Legends thing online. I mean, all around the world, I talk to people now. Pretty cool. I have a good friend in London, England. I think I told you about the other day, who's an actor who did a movie with Aldous Eva, I think it is. I know all kinds of different people, and it's all for being online. And guys, when you open yourself up, when you put your face out there and your voice out there and your opinions out there, you will attract people. Yeah, will you attract some wackos? Sure, every now and then you do, and you just block them. It's really simple to get rid of somebody online. You just block them. You know, you just won't see them anymore. It's really simple. And I've had trolls. I've had people, you know, oh my goodness. But you know what? It doesn't matter. I don't care. I feel sorry for them. I really do feel sorry for them. If you have any last questions, guys, put them in there. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. Hit that subscribe button. Turn it from red to gray. Don't forget to ring the bell. Turn all bell notifications so you're notified each and every time we go live, which I will be live tomorrow at 9 a.m. I will be live Friday at 9 a.m. I will be live Saturday at 10. 10, you get to sleep in on Saturday. That's pretty cool. I didn't see James today. I'm missing James Breen. Paul, where's James? Paul, it's your responsibility to get James out of bed and get him on this call. Do you understand? I'm messing with you, of course. But that would be nice. We want to have James in here. James always has good input. Like Elon Musk, take on focus. Yes, and I don't know how he focuses. I really don't, because it seems like he's all over the place. But you know what? He's on the spectrum. And I think that is on the edge of genius. I really do. I think it is. I mean, you know, if you remember that movie Rain Man from years ago, you know, he read the phone book the night before, and he knew everybody's name and address and phone number. I mean, what the heck, right? But he was an excellent driver. So if you know that movie, you'll know what I'm talking about. Guys, thanks so much for being here. I really appreciate your participation. You're making these things wonderful. Invite a friend. You know, if you like what you hear, if you're learning stuff, If you're moving forward with these trainings, invite a friend. I want to have more and more people, not for the sake that I just want more people, but I want to help more people. I want to see more people get results. Nothing makes me feel better. Well, I did a live the other day, and I had helped somebody a couple years ago, well, a couple years ago, 2020, and she was a massage therapist. And now she's got her own business and is making tons of money because, you know, we talked one day. So that nothing made me feel better. She has a home, I think she said, in Italy and one in the United States on Coronado Island now, all because she just listened to me and she put some of the stuff into practice. I love doing that. I love seeing you guys be successful. I mean, what better thing can you do in life than to help other human beings get through life and make their life better? I mean, there's nothing else, right? I mean, what else is there but that? Guys, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I will be here tomorrow at 9 o'clock. Don't forget, hit that the like button, hit it, the thumbs up thing. Go ahead and hit it right now. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to ring the bell. And I will see you guys. Let me get to the other screen here tomorrow at 9 a.m. Thank you so much for being here.